pretty fair to say almost all the rest of the buildings look mangled. This place looks pretty much devastated. Where do you want to go? So there's a building directly opposite it. There's a cluster of buildings. So if you're standing at the front door looking out across Thundertree, so you stand at the front door of this secured building. There's a building directly opposite you and a set of buildings behind it that go east through the town. You're kind of, if you were to turn directly left and take a look left, you'll find a couple of what look like pretty badly ruined buildings. A curving path that goes up to a larger structure, sort of at the top of a hill. If you remember me saying, there's a kind of it's a kind of broken tower with what looks like a cottage on the side of it.
Isn't that where Venomfang was?
That's what Radoth said. Yeah, right. There's a young dragon there.
Because to be fair, to my mind, we, especially given they're trying to corrupt it, that's where we should be aiming for to start with. Just try and intercede there.
Okay, I mean,
that's just my 2 coppers.
You could make a pretty straight shot from here, kind of almost northeast. You could follow the path and head up through it without kind of avoiding the buildings if you wanted to.
Tactically, we should do
it. Can you guys? Are you able to speak to the young dragon? Is it kind of the same thing? Are you like related or?
It's like an American asking an Englishman. Do you know the Queen?
Yeah.
No, I fucking don't.
Have you met Tiamat?
It will almost certainly speak Draconic. That much is sure.
I shall rectify that.
That is something I shall have to rectify in the future.
All I need is a Dragonborn's larynx.
Yeah.
So, if you remember, just
what is that noise?
What was that?
Whose was that machine gun fire?
Is that you, Matt?
Is that? Oh my days! That was stirring a drink. My Christ!
Oh my God!
Sounded like a propeller being broken over somebody's head repeatedly.
Yeah, no.
Fair enough. Like I say, if you recall, Radoth had shifted to bark skin and was wielding a shillelagh as well. So he's kind of
his magic stick.
Yeah, he kind of looks back to you guys and says, in his grumpy, miserable ways, "So where are we going then?"
See the dragon first, I think.
Dragon first. Oh yeah, start with the dragon. What a brilliant idea. Well done, Drow. So. Any more brilliant ideas?
I have to agree with Broma. The dragon would be a good idea. A best bet.
There's a kind of slight sort of slump to his shoulders as he goes. Brilliant. I found a bunch of idiots. Let's go then.
I think we should clear out the town first.
There's a kind of, he'll pause and go,
I'm sorry, what? You want to fight everything in the town before going to fight the cultists?
He'll look a little confused as if like, really? Is someone agreeing to just clean up the whole town for me? This meets with my approval.
Not going to happen. We need.
That's tactically unsound.
No, there's some sense in the night.
No, there isn't.
No, there isn't, and he's not a knight.
There's no sense in that. Take on everything in the town before taking on the cultists, and thus giving away your position and your numbers to the cultists, and potentially leave yourself beaten up before you get to the enemy that you actually want to defeat. That is called suicide.
We don't know where the cultists are.
We do. We saw
smoke hanging around the dragon.
Yeah, well, they're not really. They're more over towards the garrison on the eastern edge town.
Well, but we have a location, so
I think the decision's been made, hasn't it? So let's proceed.
He mutters something under his breath about
go and see the dragon first.
There's clearly a good reason why people aren't to be, brought together in groups, He just points towards the hill. This way then?
Let's go.
nods.
Unlimber my axe and start trogging.
He starts to walk slowly. You can, all the while that you're moving through Thundertree, you've got this kind of slight taste of ash from the air. It's like a constant dust almost kind of settling that hasn't quite settled.
So this is the leftover of what happened with the mountain.
That's right. And almost all the time you can hear movement in the overgrown foliage that's all around you. You can hear movement in it as if from small creatures. So there's this constant, like, Shepherd, a good example, right? So you're the Mr. Alert. Your alert is just pinging constantly with, oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god, there's movement. Oh my god, there's more movement. So yeah, you're getting that all around you.
I don't like this place.
I'm going to walk with the elf, actually, and I'll try and be friendly with him. But even if he doesn't engage, I'll just have a one-sided conversation.
You have a one-sided conversation.
Phil, I'm going to stop and pray for a moment, and I'm going to do a divine sense.
Okie dokie. Right. And what should your divine sense alert you to?
Anything evil.
Anything evil.
You know the type.
Brorna.
Celestial fiend or undead.
Uh-oh, this could be bad.
Okay. So,
You really are easily led. Oh, my brother's doing magic. I better do some too.
Brorna will definitely ping on the evil scale. So does all kinds of little critters. So you kind of cast your think aliens.
Yeah.
That's really not. I don't like that analogy.
You ping out your sense, and as it ripples out from you, you get a sense that everywhere through the foliage there is a taint of evil. Everywhere.
Fucking
Draw my sword. I'll draw my sword. And then I'll start walking again.
There's a sort of have a little look. Hold on. I haven't opened Roll20 because I'm useless.
You're a nub.
Open it.
With respect.
Yeah, absolutely. You definitely got time to cast it. Easy.
Yeah. Lol.
point.
Okie dokie. Let me just have a look.
Lol. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Spirit's logging off now.
AFK.
Spirit has disconnected. Just open it up.
/
Okay. Yes. I've got it. Yeah. So you've definitely got both weal and woe. You definitely get the sense that actually Radoth is your weal, and this place itself, the inhabitants in it are your woe.
What?
So like I say, Amarakis will while waiting for Matt to kind of ping out with his detect magic, he'll cast some bones upon the floor, and you'll see him do it on the kind of overgrown pathway. And as he picks through the bones, there's quite clearly a view that actually there's both good and evil in your near future. So if you want to carry on, you can follow the path. It splits in two, one heading towards the kind of northwestern edge of the village where there are lots of pretty much destroyed or completely overgrown buildings, a quite thick expanse of trees ahead of you, but the hill runs behind the trees and up towards the tower with the cottage attached to it. And interestingly enough, Radoth will just walk straight up into the trees without a care in the world.
Well, I guess he knows the area as well as anybody. I'm just following him.
Twig blights. There are twig blights. Twig blights everywhere. He'll walk along. So twig blights are only small things, but by the sound of it, there are lots of them.
Yeah.
Twig is the giveaway there.
Not branch blight or tree blight.
I think I showed you guys a picture before, but
They look big.
if you
They look big.
if you think
in
of
the
them
picture.
as like if you think of a slightly bigger version of Groot.
Baby Groot or
Baby
big Groot? Baby Groot.
Baby Groot, okay.
They're not massive. So
I am Groot.
and they don't say cute things.
I will say to Amarakis, in Draconic, this place is full of evil. Yeah.
He says, looking at Brorna.
As you step out through the trees, you can see a pathway that bends back and forth up towards the building, and strangely broken here on the path are two huge giant spiders with a kind of their bodies alone are maybe 3 foot across, so they're huge giant spiders, and they're both broken and dead, but lying here at the bottom of the path as if they've been thrown a long distance.
How fresh?
Not fresh at all.
Okay.
Long dead.
Dried
Their
out.
ichor and blood has kind of seeped into a sort of sticky pool around them, but that's kind of mostly faded away now.
Okay. What kind of thing throws giant spiders?
Dragon.
Angry dragon.
It's supposed to be young. Are they not small? No.
Okay, everyone give me a perception check.
I don't want to.
Well, you must. Please remember to right click on your
econ.
So what? I right click on me first, and then
Perception, please.
perception.
19.
Grundak, you are not staring at your loincloth for once. This is good.
Woohoo!
11.
Winning.
Whoa.
Just
Go away.
okey-dokey. Shepherd must be staring the other way.
Wow, that's rare for Shepherd.
Um.
Not for perception. It's not.
Is it? You're pretty.
It's my initiative that's vicious.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Oh my goodness! I got a good.
Probably too busy shaking my head at the people going on about evil and doing prayers and in the middle of this fucking place.
Yeah.
I got 21. I may have seen something this time for once.
So Brorna,
There's a dragon over there.
Amarakis, and Grundak, you can see movement off to the right hand side, further down where the path turns. It's rushed, and you can see movement quickly, and you'll see some of the cultists step out onto the path, but a good distance away from you.
We've
with
got
their
company.
At the front of them, you can see a guy with a kind of mask. It's a sort of strange, stylized mask that looks somewhat like a dragon. He's wearing leather armor with a kind of fairly ornate cloak behind him, and he's got a little rod in one hand, sort of short, sort of scepter almost.
I'll describe this to the others.
And he kind of, well, in fairness, you
I
guys see it, and then, as you guys turn, the rest of you will see them. And he has half a dozen guys behind him that have all been quite clearly running, and he puts his hands out as if to sort of slow them down. He steps slowly forward, raising a hand. "We should speak," he calls out in Draconic.
It means nothing to me. I'll look across at the druid.
Yeah, look around.
Look
Anyone
to
understand that?
His reaction.
What did he say? Then let's speak.
Radoth is
Beckoning
holding
forward.
his shillelagh, and is looking up at the sky.
Beckoning forward.
the sky's starting to darken slightly.
I'll step forward, so I'm out.
Shepherd, mediate.
Oh.
Get the impression that
Step forward with Grundak.
Radoth is perhaps summoning some kind of magical weather. He'll look a little reluctant, but nods and kind of drops his hand down a little, and you can see the air lightening a little. For a second, there was a glimmer of crackles of lightning, as if call lightning.
Yeah.
They were like,
Yeah.
he nods. His eyes narrow.
Let's put a pin in that one.
He could strike right into the fray as well. Neither of us be bothered.
You speak common. There's a kind of look between a few of the guys. The leader does step forward and nod.
I'll look across at Shepherd. I'll still be at the front next to.
I can't understand Draconic.
Next to
Shepherd,
Lumi. No,
mediate.
but I shouted, "Do you speak common?" And he nodded. So
Okay. He nods and he'll walk forward. He like I say, he's kind of got his guys to stay back a little. They're sort of a handful of yards behind him. He'll walk forward and he'll take the mask away. And there's a kind of fairly young, in his probably mid to late 20s, human. And he'll attach the belt. He'll attach the mask to his belt. Walk a little closer with his hands up. Apart from this scepter. Can we speak? He says in
Yes,
common.
of course. Step forward.
What is it that brings you to Thundertree, friends? Hello? Do you speak common? He says with a sort of slight smirk.
We speak common.
Could you perhaps answer? What brings you to Thundertree? Cragmore, he nods. What? I do. Why are you seeking Cragmore Castle?
Why do you want to know?
It's a stronghold of orcs and hobgoblins. Dangerous, very dangerous place to travel.
Always hanging around in a place filled with twig blights and dragons. So what are you doing here?
We seek to parley with the dragon here.
For what purpose?
He smiles. We're followers of the dragon.
Why do you need to?
Sort of
Why
looks
do you need to
slightly
parley with the
confused.
dragon? You're obviously not followers of this dragon.
Ah. He sort of smiles as if he's come up with a fantastic idea. You see, the challenging following an already mature dragon is they already have loads of followers. You've got to get in at the early in, right at the start. This young green dragon we've been tracking for some time. Now's the time. Time is right. Maybe you could come in on it. There's 2 brothers as well. This could work well.
I have no desire to follow anyone.
well,
Least of all,
he says what? 2 brothers?
Yeah.
Talking about Amarakis
He's
and
pointing
Lumi.
to the 2 Dragonborn in your party.
they are pretty much fucking identical.
Well,
can't tell them apart.
And blue.
Yeah,
One's
but
got a dress. One's got a dress and one's got armor. That's the only difference.
to be fair,
No, we both got armor.
they
Yeah,
all
we
look the
both-
same. They all look the same.
That's
They all look the same.
Carbon copies, then.
Is any of that said out loud? Or is
No.
that just... Okay.
That's just banter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do look pretty much identical.
We got the same holy symbols. Yeah. We got the same holy symbols.
I would
So
say...
you-
I have to say, I think there are nuances.
Bigger.
So as an out of character observation, there are nuances which over a period of time, you'd start to get to know even though they physically look very, very similar, there are slight idiosyncrasies and little.
Same with normal
quirks.
identical human
Absolutely.
twins, isn't it?
Yeah.
Once you get to
Absolutely.
actually know the personality aspects.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
But you'd
Yeah.
have to spend time with them.
they hold themselves in a very different way, and I reckon even if they are wearing identical armor, carrying identical things, if they spent more than 5 minutes with you guys who have traveled with them for some time, you would instantly go, "That's Lumi, that's Amarakis,"
Yeah, because one always wants to fight,
and the other one's always going, "No, let's not do that."
and the other one's always saying, "That's a
think
good
I'm
idea."
I think I'm a tiny bit bigger as well.
Tiny bit,
I've got a higher con, so I'm a tiny bit bigger.
Anyways,
Mm.
blah blah. So yeah, so the guy sort of this human is, like I say, trying to persuade you that actually
Oh, my mind.
you should come in on this.
I think
Good deal for all involved.
no desire to follow anyone.
Could we strike an accord, perhaps?
How
I have a
so?
question. Do they? I mean, has he noticed the emblems we wear at all? Do you know?
Not that you would see. He's
Okay,
just
right.
talking and engaging with you. Could we strike up some accord, perhaps?
what would
What
be
are you
the
suggesting?
Exactly. I'll trade you the location of Cragmore Castle in return for you leaving Thundertree and leaving this to us. We'll slowly clear in a very organised way. We'll clear the town out over the next couple of weeks. We'll begin our parley with Venomfang himself. There's no business for you here.
How does the druid react to that statement?
Druid looks nervous. But he doesn't say anything. He's not a talker.
Have you spoken with Venomfang yet?
There's the main guy nods.
I think we should speak to him first.
The young guy sort of chuckles. I think that would be unwise.
Why? What? Might we catch you in a lie if we do?
What purpose have we to lie? Well, we've made plain that we are here to clear this town and bring our service to Venomfang. What would be any purpose in lying?
Then why would it be unwise for us to talk to him?
Because he's a dragon and a fierce one, and you.
And we have 2 dragon kin with us.
Sort of smiles. Please continue then. But please do not draw his ire. He has a ferocious temper.
I've noticed.
Kind of unsure. You've been here before?
I'll just thumb down the path. 2 broken spiders. I'm assuming they're him.
He nods. He points up towards the tower, the kind of broken tower. Says, "Yeah, those were the previous inhabitants." Look, if it's Cragmore you seek, I have the knowledge that I can trade you. In fact, I'm sure the very cheerful druid that you're stood with, he could trade you the knowledge just as easily as I could. Have you stopped to ask why he wants you to tackle what's here? Says with a smirk. You notice the sky begins to darken again. Can taste like a little bit of like ozone in the air.
Well,
Perhaps
druid.
Radoff doesn't give you any response.
Perhaps we should end this charade.
There's a tension, like, and you guys can feel it. This is gonna any second now. This is just gonna kick off. Are you directing that to the cultists? He'll nod. Indeed.
When you say
Kill
clear the
this-
town, what do you actually mean by that?
Remove the twig blights.
And
Kill off the ash zombies, but it'll take time. These things shouldn't be rushed. If we're methodical, clear this town slowly and safely for our people.
and what's the purpose in engaging with Venomfang?
Do you not speak common? I was confused. I thought I'd made that plain.
You want to serve the dragon?
Indeed.
I say we go.
So what's in it for you, serving the dragon?
They're clearing the tree blights.
Not your concern.
We're unable to make a decision without the facts. So tell us what's in it for you.
Well, they're just dragons. You, from the description you've had, a young green dragon has a poison gas breath that would be pretty uncomfortable, and even a young dragon in its even like an immature dragon would be more than capable of destroying you plus the druid plus the other group easily. Would kill 2 or 3 of you a turn. That's just without the breath. Gobble you up, spit you out, probably.
Is there any protocol around us visiting and saying hello?
No. If he was a blue, perhaps.
Yes. Yep.
But no. So this is very much down to you and what you'd like to do.
So what's in it for you, engaging with the dragon?
Keep asking that question.
Yeah.
The young guy shakes his head. Says, "It is not of your concern."
I'll look
It is
across.
if we're making a decision about whether to leave and
Make a
take
decision. He turns. He
I'll
turns as if to walk away.
I'll look across at Amarakis and say, we really should just go. If he's going to give us the location, it's all we were here for.
I'll turn to the druid. Now would be a good time to speak.
They want to take out this whole area. They
And the
don't
problem with that is what?
betray.
What's the problem with that?
Cultists are evil. He sort of says this like he actually conceals from the young guy, covers his mouth so he can't see, read lips or anything, and whispers this quietly. They're here to take over all this area. I imagine to begin striking at the patrols that come out of Neverwinter.
What would be the purpose of being in servitude of the dragon?
To gain power, to gain fortune and favour.
Dragons be liking their treasure.
It's unwise
I'll
to move in.
Turn back to the cultist speaker and point to his mask. Why the black masks? If you're merely looking to follow a dragon, what's the significance? They're not particularly. It's not a particularly welcoming visage for anyone or anything.
It is
It strikes me as a tool. Strikes me as a tool to intimidate rather than to merely symbolism.
It is symbolic of our servitude. Not all of us were blessed like these, and he points to Lumi and Amarakis.
Why not a green mask then? I mean, want to follow a green dragon.
As a kind of make a decision. If you wish to know the details of the location of Cragmore, we'll wait at the bottom of this path for you for 1 hour.
Did the druids say that he knew the location of Cragmore Castle?
Yes.
Yes. Hmm. Have they wandered off?
They move away slowly. The guys with him, 6 guys with him, reluctantly move away. One of them slips off into the trees, away from you.
Okay. Seems to me either they're worried the fact that we're here, and there aren't as many of them as they think they are, or we could get Cragmore Castle's location and just go.
Let me just throw something out here. So, Radoth, have you ever heard of Wave Echo Cave?
Nods. I have.
See, the reason why we need to go to Cragmore is to get the map, the Wave Echo Cave.
Well, if you clear the place, I'll tell you where Wave Echo Cave is.
We can clear the place by agreeing to help.
Is he lying?
Cultists.
How would you know?
Well, I don't know. Is there any obviously...
No. He doesn't have a flag that he holds up every time he lies.
Lie!
He's got a little wobble board.
Lie!
Lie.
Truth or bluff?
I guess what I'm saying, are there any sort of micro emotions or anything that would indicate that he's lying?
Not the
No, yeah. It's when it's half of the barbarians.
Listen, just because I lived, just because I lived away from civilization doesn't mean to say we weren't
But I haven't studied
complex.
Why do,
I don't think you lived in a very
why do the
complex society.
cultists?
You've no idea.
Why
You've
do the
no
cultists
idea.
want to strike an accord with us? What difference does it make?
It does seem a bit suspicious, but if they're going to give us
are
the
willing to
location-
wait for an hour for us
The
to give
thing
their
is,
answer. I think
the
we
point,
take that.
they are being extremely accommodating. But if
Or
they
delaying.
if they can give us Cragmore,
Or delaying.
why will you shut up?
No,
If they can give us Cragmore,
I really won't shut up.
why should we
laugh out loud? I'm getting the last word in. I'm gonna get the last word. No, I'm getting the last word. No me.
Right, so as you're kind of going back and forth, Red says, look, if you'll help me clear this place and get rid of the cultists, I can use this as an outpost to form some of the watch I use for this area. It can be a safe place for people to travel through. You have to bear in mind, when people come east out of Neverwinter to travel through the wood, this is the first place they come to. And I'd rather it wasn't dominated by a dragon and dominated by a cult of demented fools believe they'll be granted great power, and it's not good.
The
Do you
dragon,
not-
yes, the dragon will still be here though.
Do you not think it's worth talking to the dragon to think what it thinks about the cultists?
I think it'll just like servants, won't it?
I think any kind of parley with the dragon is unwise.
Why?
How many dragons have you entreated with?
None.
All, and he looks to all of you, including the Dragonborn. How many of you try to entreat with and make deals with?
None.
Right. You are totally inexperienced in this. And my worry is you will anger him and he will kill you, and likely kill the rest of us.
I am with the druid.
I wouldn't be doing the talking, it'd be Shephard.
Just shakes his head. He's like surrounded by walls.
Yeah.
Look, if it's Wave Echo Cave you need to go to, I know the location of it. I will not divulge it. You will not find it on a map, but I can take you to its entrance if that is what you seek. But I would ask, in order to do this, I must ask you to help me in my task. My task is to clear this place, kill all the evil that kind of nests within it, including the cultists.
Mm.
The decision is yours.
I'm going to put my hand on Amarakis' shoulder, and then I'm going to kneel and pray. And I'm going to. Are they within 60 feet? Those are cultists.
Again! Fucking praying again.
No. Oh, okay.
The druid needs to offer us Cragmore and Wave Echo.
Radoth turns and says, I am fucking right here. I don't need to offer you anything.
You're right, and we don't need to help you to clear this
Whoa,
fucking place
right.
out.
Everybody
With
just
that,
calm
he'll
down.
shapeshift and he disappears.
Oh, fantastic.
He just shifts into an animal and goes and he's off through the trees.
That went well.
Okay, I officially resign as negotiator.
That went well. So,
Do what you want.
oh,
Doesn't seem like he wants our help that much.
It's not a case of...
just
not a
let's
case of
remember that people we know and trust told us about this druid. So I
have
think
made
when
my
we
thoughts.
when we weigh up which side we should be sitting on, I think perhaps the druid is the side we should be sitting on, rather than a bunch of cultists who are going to engage with the dragon as a show of power.
You have to bear in
I
mind,
have made my
we
thoughts.
came here. We only came here to get the location of Cragmore. We
Yes,
have now
he has
two,
it.
we now have two ways of getting this.
And also, that little brooch that you're wearing is called Lightbringer. Not do what I want for my fucking self and what the best offer that I can get. There is potentially a fucking cult.
I'm
who
not
wants
doing
to put
this
themselves
for
in
myself.
service. Let me fucking speak. You keep telling everyone else to shut up. It's my turn to speak now.
I ain't never told anyone to shut up.
No, but I'm sorry. Did the middle of my sentence interrupt the fucking end of yours? Just shut up for a minute and listen.
Dance to a shield.
These cultists are right outside a major city, and everything that Radoth says is true. They could effectively strangle what is the economy of that city if one of the routes from into it becomes completely and utterly unpassable. A dragon living just outside a major city with a bunch of fucking crazy mask-wearing cultists in a place, I don't believe for 1 minute they're going to fucking clear it of all the stuff. Otherwise, they'd have got started by now, rather than sitting here with them all these things still here. That doesn't really give me much confidence in their work ethic.
I have something to add. Firstly, I think I've made my position quite clear from the start. Secondly, and my final point, the cultists are here at the beginning. They are here because they think that they can subvert the dragon. Otherwise, why not join one who is existing as followers? They want to turn it to their will. So if we defeat the cultists now, then we offer the dragon multiple paths.
Can everybody
Is
roll
it-
me a perception check, please?
Is the dragon even settled here? Is it just looking for somewhere new at the minute?
There's no for sale sign, that's for sure.
Well, it's not been here long, has it? It might just be trying places out. It's a
Fucking
young
hell,
dragon.
Amarakis.
Said it was a young dragon.
Yes, it was.
Twig! Stomp, stomp, stomp.
Shepherd. So both Amarakis and Shepherd, you botch.
Yeah, I'm too busy being angry.
Let's pop out. Yeah, no, absolutely. You're definitely very focused.
Too busy throwing my arms up in the air and huffing and puffing and generally like kicking passing cats and stuff.
Yeah. So I have to say, none of you see as the other 6 cultists start to emerge from the trees behind you.
Oh dear.
You'll actually see on the path a little further up where the other cultists have moved. They turn around and start to walk back in this direction. They seem fairly relaxed as they walk along.
Seems our decision's been made for
And
us.
their leader is kind of brandishing his sort of little scepter. But yeah, none of you see as the other group of cultists move up behind you.
Nothing from danger sense then.
Danger sense doesn't work like that.
I want it to be Spidey sense.
No, you don't have a Spidey sense. Sorry. Can we all roll initiative, please, chaps?
Oh.
Yeah, please. Right click.
Okay, Dad. Did that for initiative.
Yeah. Okay.
Boom. Average.
Okay.
One Shepherd.
Whoa.
There you go.
Righty ho. Let's go into combat. So, 6 cultists that kind of were sneaking through the trees successfully sneak up on you guys, and actually quite unerringly quiet move in to attack you from behind, as the other group starts to pick up pace and moves towards engaging you from the front.
Bollocks.
So what we're going to do is we're going to start to apportion people out. So in terms of, you were just in a rough group talking, so I'm going to put 2 guys on Amarakis, 2 guys on you, Shepherd, 1 on Lumi, 1 on Grundak, and Brorna, the leader, the young human, is going to do a ranged attack.
Shazam!
The other group won't get into combat in this turn. They'll come into combat next turn. So I'm afraid that actually, Shepherd, you get to go first, and then it's the cultists. So Shepherd, sir, what be your action?
They're all in a group. All advanced in a group.
They're with you. They're in your group. They step into combat. None of you saw them. So they literally, bang. You got 2 guys that are bearing down upon you in melee.
Guess I'll just have to fight in melee then.
Unless you have something else. You can do magic. You can do interpretive dance.
Just hands.
I will. I'm not fucking about with this. I'm just going to roll it. Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. Roll me up some Dissonant Whispers.
And there we go. Spectacular fail, as my dice seem to be doing tonight.
That is not a great success. So you try the Dissonant Whispers. I have to say, the magic seems to just slip past the person attacking you, and they begin to bear down. So we'll work through some attacks. So we'll go in initiative order. So Shepherd, first attack on you. What's your armor class, sir?
16.
16. Right, so we've got a miss. And a miss. It's a close miss, though. The first guy misses you by a mile. The Dissonant Whispers clearly affected him. The other guy swings a kind of hand axe, a pretty wicked looking axe, actually, at you, and it glances, literally just nicks your eyebrow. Does no damage, but you literally just kind of step away from it, just to kind of save someone scalping you almost.
For my for a bonus action for my bardic inspiration, I'll add a D6 armor class to Brorna.
Brorna, okay, no problem.
I may need that.
I will come to you, Brorna, in good time. Don't you? Next on deck is Amarakis. You have 2 bearing down on you. Theirs. I'm just about to roll theirs. So what's your armor class? What's your armor class? 18. Okay, one of them throws his sword into the woods, and the other guy misses you. Okay. Right. So these cultists, even though they got the drop on you, apparently suck. Something fucking.
They're nervous. They're just nervous.
Yeah, they really are.
Stage fright.
Yeah, the one attacking here. What's your armor class, dude? Is it 17?
17.
17. That's a miss. So that's a. They've not done terribly well considering this was their surprise attack round.
Surprise!
They all suck. Lumi, one of them will hit you, but it'll do no damage, so it kind of glances off your armor. And the last one is the guy with the scepter. The guy with the scepter brings it to bear, extends it towards Brorna, and a lightning bolt jumps from it towards her.
Roll 1d6, Brorna.
Can I?
You can roll. You can make a dex save.
Right.
Make a dex save.
You look squishy.
That's very good.
Good.
Okay. Given your dex save, you take 9 points of damage as it blasts you to the ground.
Ow.
That hurt.
And now, Brorna, your action. So it blasts you to the ground. Like I say, you see kind of this lightning kind of crackle around the staff in his hands, or this little sort of scepter, and it coalesces and jumps towards you, knocking you down. But you probably just get a chance to throw an action before you before you hit the ground.
Oh,
Yep.
Blast him with a magic missile then.
You bastard!
Missile. Shazam!
Come on.
Make your roll. Holy moly!
That's pretty good.
Ow!
That went well.
That really hurt!
So yeah, you kind of those violet shards kind of
Take that,
explode
motherfucker.
out from your hand as you go to hit the ground. They kind of they home in. If you remember, you don't need to aim a magic missile. They home in and smash into the guy. One of them knocks his mask away. The other one shatters the scepter in his hands, and there's a huge explosion that knocks him flat. He looks very badly injured. That was pretty spanky. Amarakis, you are on deck. What is your action, please? You do. Yes. Go ahead. Make me your roll. The cultist armor class is 12.
Yeah.
He dodges to one side. You too are surprised and have performance issues as you try and whack me. Okay, no problem. Thank you, Amarakis. Grundak.
Right, I shall howl. So I am invoking the wolf.
Yes.
So everybody now gets advantage.
After you attack. Yep.
Well, after my attack, obviously.
Yep.
And I shall attack my currently lone opponent.
Yes.
Where's my great axe has disappeared? Oh, there it is. Okay, it's all right.
That's pretty impressive. How did that happen?
Point 24.
Okay, 24
10 damage.
Efficient. Yeah. You. In fairness, you lash out with the great axe at the guy fighting you. His leather armor is absolutely no protection against the ferocious blade. The wound looks pretty nasty. You can see bone and muscle beneath.
Good.
So yeah, terrible wound. Lumirakas, bringing up the bottom of the round.
Advantage now, Lumirakas.
Yeah, advantage. Can I with a hunter's mark? Is that at the end of the round or the start of the round? I can do that.
End of the round.
End of the round. Okay, I'll hit one. I'll go.
Whack.
Hopefully thwack.
Not with that roll, but with that roll, that'll do.
19.
19 is a successful hit, and 10 damage is a solid blow. It'll stagger him. Actually, again, like I say, the wound is pretty horrendous. Blood pours from it as he sort of staggers back.
I can almost see a guy like, see the wound I did? And Lumi goes, what's this?
Yep. Spurt.
Back to the top of the round. So the other 6 come in at this point. So they'll join you in combat.
Right.
Oh, sorry. At the end of my round, I'll hunter's mark.
Remember? Yep.
Yep,
Which
Hunter's
one?
Mark.
Which one do you want to apply it to?
Guy I'm fighting.
The guy you're fighting. Okay, no problem at all.
I think it has to be. I'm the only one that Hunter's Mark works with.
Yeah, that's correct.
I can't. If I do Hunter's Mark on somebody else, they don't do damage.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It's yours. So, yeah. No problem. We go to the top of the round. Shepherd, sir, you are on deck.
Darkness.
Yeah. Just realised I haven't been adding my fucking charisma to my spellcasting, which is awesome.
Hey.
I'm try and get as many of them in a 10-foot radius sphere as I can with Shatter.
You guys are in the 10-foot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also breathe lightning.
I will just draw the old sword then.
Okay. You can draw the sword and get.
No. Try again because you've got advantage.
Yep, you do have advantage.
Oh, okay.
And as if by magic.
Yay!
Gee whiz, Shepherd. It's a bit special, isn't it? Tries a 22. Yes, you beat his armor class. And you run him through. In fairness, with a 9, you punch a hole in his neck. He'll put a hand up to it as blood pours across his fingers. He looks kind of very surprised and shocked for a second, thinking,
So will I, to be honest.
you were a namby-pamby, public speaker, and then sort of tries to stagger in, mortally wounded. Okay. Let's go to their attacks. Right. First off, Brorna, the leader with his blown-off mask, is not acting this round. He is still trying to peel himself off the ground, but the rest will start their attacks. So we will start with Amarakis. Actually, no, we'll start with you, Shepherd. Yours first. What's your armor class? 16. Miss and miss. Wow.
How are you apportioning up the additional 6?
I'll explain that to you in a second when I'm rolling the dice for them. So 1 extra 1 comes at Shepherd. Next on the order is Amarakis. You get 1 extra on you as well. So you get 1 miss, 1 hit, and another one throws his sword into the forest as well. That's
I really don't scared of you.
Yeah. And Amarakis, you take 3 points of damage. You can do your thunderous rebuke. Maybe you roll. Oh, yeah, that guy's down. So he hits you, makes a nasty wound, but it blasts him off his feet. The electricity. Grundak, 2 guys head towards you.
Right.
So you got 3 on you.
Yay.
Motherfucker. I've rolled more 1s than you can possibly imagine. This is ridiculous. There's 2 hits here. There's 2 hits.
Mm-hmm.
1 for 3 and 1 for 5.
Okay, so that's 8, 23.
Okay.
23.
Lumi, you're next. 1 on you. That's a miss. And Brorna, even though you're kind of down and kind of rising to your feet, one of them moves towards you to hit you.
Oh.
Easy target.
Yeah, that's a hit.
No, hold on. I know you say that. She's got a 1d. How long does that last for, Medz?
It lasted last turn.
Oh, okay, right. Sorry. Okay.
Unless you want to do it this turn. You got 3 guys on you.
Got a shield. Yeah. I'll take 1 for the team.
Let it die.
No.
Got a shield.
No. If she's got 3 on her in melee.
No.
You have got 3 on you. I've got 1.
Okay.
Am I not describing this terribly well?
Sorry, sorry, I had a text message that was rather distracting. Sorry about that.
Brorna,
Fucking nuts.
the guy, you'll see a guy running makes a beeline for you. Perhaps because you blasted their leader down. As he basically runs towards you, jumps onto you, and hammers a dagger into your chest, dealing you 7 points of damage. And he'll literally just bear down on you, and that first punch dagger goes straight into your chest.
That's gonna hurt.
It did hurt.
Nasty. But he stays, so it's almost like he's gonna just keep stabbing you. He's in almost like some kind of frenzy.
That looks like he's punctured your lung glove.
So the roster, just to describe it, the roster as we move to your round of actions, right? Is there are 3 on Amarakis. One of them is hurt badly. There are 3 on Grundak, one of which is hurt.
Badly.
There are 3 on you, Shepherd, one of which is very badly hurt. Lumi, you have 2 on you, one of which is very badly hurt. And Brorna, you have somebody pinning you to the ground and will repeatedly stab you until you perish.
Right.
Dirty drow.
So it's me at the top of the round.
Hang on.
Actually, you've done your action, so we're now going through the other guys. So it was your action first, Shepherd, at the top of the round, then it was theirs. Now it's Brorna, Amarakis, Grundak, Lumirakas. So, Brorna, what's your action?
Shit. I need to blast this dude
distracted.
off. Yeah.
I used my bardic inspiration to give her a d6 to attack.
Yeah, you'll see. I was going to say, you see him punch the dagger into her chest. The cowl kind of falls back.
She clearly needs to get him off, so
Terrible pain.
Yeah, I do
I'll
need to
d6
get
this
him
round
off.
to her attack to try and give her a chance.
Okay. What you doing?
Things like magic missile, is he too close? Does it have to have range to gather momentum, or am I basically stuck with shield and sleep at the moment?
You go cast it and away you go.
I'll cast it.
Blast his face.
I'll blast it.
Make a roll.
Please be
Yeah,
good,
should
please be
d6
good,
to your
please be good.
d20 roll.
As if by magic. Ooh,
Is it good?
nasty.
Is it a good one?
Well, you can see, yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, you basically you know without too much trouble. There's almost a reflexive need to kind of unleash your magic on him, and you let him have a full-on magic missile in the face. It'll blast him up and off you away. You guys will see these violet explosions hit him across the body. The physical force throws him up and backwards and off. Unfortunately, the dagger is still in Brorna's kind of upper chest. So yeah, he's not completely down, but very badly wounded. Amarakis, your action. You have. There's 3 on you, one of whom is very badly hurt because you just rebuked him. Okay. Make your roll. Yeah, that's enough actually. 14 will beat him. 11, that kills him. Okay.
So you should have been at advantage, by the way, Joe, but it doesn't matter. You got him anyway.
All right.
It's only on attacks. Magic missile's not an attack, it's magic.
Is it not?
Not melee. I think yours is attack rolls.
I'll double check that, but I thought it was for any kind of attack, really.
No. I don't think that makes sense to me. That you have the kind of your wolf thing.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
Good, I'm glad. Grundak, you're on deck. What are you doing?
I will.
Got 3 on you.
Yeah, I'll try and take down the guy who's already injured because it's one less person attacking me.
Make your roll.
All right. Smack, bitch. No, I won't. I won't. I'll just wave my axe around and go, ha ha, come at me, come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro. Yeah, I'm afraid you miss. I have to say, after the last sort of strike that you made on him, he's moved into a much more defensive posture. So, when you kind of launch at him with both hands, he just manages to dance out of the way. Lumirakas, at the bottom of the round, brother.
I will. I'll whack the one who's uninjured.
Okay. Don't forget to add in your Hunter's Mark damage as well.
I have.
Cool.
Do I get him?
Oh, dude.
Yep. 21.
That boy is dead. Yeah, Lumi, you run him straight through the heart, and he'll just drop like he's a puppet with the strings cut.
And I will do Bane.
Okay.
So I'll do Bane on 2 of the ones who are on Shepherd and 1 who is on who's got most uninjured. Are they all on Shepherd uninjured?
No. Everybody's got some uninjured and injured, if that makes sense.
I'll do it on 2 on Shepherd, 1 on Brorna. The one who's on Brorna. So they're all on.
No worries. Okie dokie. That's very good of you. Back to the top of the round. Shepherd, you are on deck.
So Brorna's managed to clear the guy who was basically trying to fucking Norman Bates her.
Oh yeah.
But the knife's still in me.
The knife is still stuck in her chest.
Okay, in which case then, if
she's
she's not in any immediate danger of being repeatedly stabbed by the guy holding said knife, I'll have to deal with the 3 motherfuckers that are like giving me shit.
There is that.
Yeah. So I will continue the flow with the old rapier. Have I still got advantage before I press
Yes.
this?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Rapier with advantage. Okay, that's enough. Shepherd, you drop one of the guys. It was the chap that was very surprised. You poke another hole in him and he leaks a lot more. What are you doing with your bardic influence this round?
Who's got the most on them?
Grundak.
In fact, he's all right. He's going batshit crazy.
He is.
Brorna's still in the worst state, so I'll add the D6 to her armor class in case anybody else tries to take a swing at her.
No problem. If she comes to that, I'll make sure it's added. We'll start going through their actions. Guys, just as a side note, there's the sound of breaking masonry from the tower.
Right.
Oh.
Yay! The dragon is mine!
Right.
Come on, you wee fucker!
Amarakis. So,
Oh God.
apologies in advance, but one of them you've had one guy that you fought and you rebuked away and he's down, right? You struck him with a warhammer, dropped him. As you were doing that, one of the other guys was kind of sort of circling you a little bit, try and look for a position of advantage. He hits you with a crit, smashes his axe down on your pauldron, on the join between pauldron and neck, and he deals you 8 points of damage. The other guy will hit you, but it hits you kind of right in the chest, right on the slap bang on your religious symbol. It does you no damage. Okay. Make your rebukes. That's a
Sorry, guys.
okay. Yep. The guy that you actually managed to land the critical strike on you is dead.
Yeah. Haha! Fuck you, motherfucker.
Electricity jumps down the axe and leaves him sort of shaking. Interesting enough, he reaches to grip his heart for a second before sort of the smoke rises off him and he kind of slumps to the ground.
Remind me not to stab.
But actually, the second guy, it'll wound him very badly. He's still up, but barely. Grundak, you have 3 on you.
Oh, gee, deep joy.
It's a hit, a miss, and a hit. So the hit deals 6.
Yeah.
The second one deals 5.
I'm down to 12 hits.
It looks like they're trying to crowd you. So as
Nice
soon
work,
as you swing the big axe, as soon as it, kind of following with the momentum of it, they step in close to kind of short, kind of take away some of that leverage that you gain from the with your weapon. And there's a couple of pretty ferocious attacks that look fairly nasty.
Yeah, I'm almost at a third health.
Sure. Shepherd, 2 guys on you seem to lose confidence. There's a sort of almost acting as if they're somewhat shaken. First one misses. Second one misses as well. So there's a sort of they've got disadvantage on their attacks from the Bane. Basically, they're like kind of sort of look as though they're trying to goad you to get one either side. And all of a sudden, Lumi kind of gives them some kind of evil eye, and they both seem to wilt a little in the face of battle, causing both of them to miss. Lumi, that's a hit on you. 19 will break your armor class. Yeah.
No, I've got an AC of 19.
Yes.
So 19, 20 to break the AC.
Yep.
I've only got 1 on me.
Yep. 5 damage. I know. He's just hit you for 5 damage. Again, a solid whack. And last but by no means least, Brorna, the guy that you blasted away, staggers up to his feet and runs across, almost to kind of do the same thing. He's jumping to try and grab the knife again. But oh man. But yeah, your extra armor class means you can roll and evade. Yeah, you can only roll half before otherwise you'd impale yourself even deeper on the dagger.
Yeah.
But that'd be funny.
To be honest, he looks in terrible shape. You can actually see ribs. Some of his ribs are showing on one side where you've blasted a whole hunk of meat away from his chest.
Excellent.
So he's in terrible shape. This guy's
the shape's more terrible.
Yeah. I'll witch bolt him, but I don't have that set up, I don't think.
Okay. Yeah, we don't need to even worry about that.
Yeah.
He's so badly hurt that you'll drop him. Anything more than 1 point of damage will do it. It'll heal you for 3 points.
I was going to say, can I draw his life force, please?
Yes. Remember, you gain hit points back no matter what spells you use. Right? Every time you do damage, it regains a portion of your hit points back.
Oh, does it? I thought it was only when it killed them.
Nope.
The death of others sustains you.
Yeah, it really does.
You are sustained by the pain of others that
I'm
you
starting
inflict.
to feel a bit uncomfortable about her.
Yep. So that's one more.
Starting to.
Amarakis, you have one left who looks.
I'm quite tolerant.
Terribly hurt. Go for it.
Good old fashioned. Smack it in the face with my hammer.
You drop it, man. It's a ridiculous. It's a ridiculous blow. In fairness, he's completely lost all confidence when the fact that seemingly every time somebody hits you, they drop. So, like bang, oh fuck, I just hit a live wire. So he was almost kind of on the back foot anyway. You just bear down on him and drop him. Next on the roster, Grundak, you are up. You still have 3, but one of them's badly hurt.
Yeah, it's the badly hurt one I'll go for again. And completely miss again.
Dude.
Fucking hell.
It must be the fact that they've crowded you, right? So they've crowded you. You're unable to get the swing with the two-hander, and it just kind of harmlessly thumps the haft into one of them. Dealt you some damage. What are you doing, boy?
I'm hitting him.
Oh my days!
14.
Ridiculous rolls.
And fucking how?
Yeah, narrate this guy's death, please. Yeah, he's ridiculous. One-shot kill.
I think this will be once again, take one on the shield, step in, overhand, straight in through the shoulder, gap in between his leather plate, and the sword will sink in about 2 or 3 inches, gushing blood, severed artery. Push him off with my foot.
With disdain.
Yeah. And turn towards the ones that are on Grundak.
Yes.
Killed him with steel poisoning.
Absolutely, yeah, that worked really well. He has no need for iron in his diet going forward. There are 5 remain, and one, the leader, is a little sort of probably 20 feet away, slowly, raggedly. He's up on his feet now. Admittedly, he doesn't seem in any position to really join the fight, but like I say, there are 5 close at hand. So Shepherd, you have 2 on you that have got this kind of evil eye on them.
Kill them! Let me kill them so I can draw their power.
Oh yeah. Yes, that's a fatal blow to one of them.
Trick. Woo!
Yep. Oh yeah. Like I say, it's broken their confidence. Certainly with their comrades all falling left, right, and centre, it breaks. And you run one through, the other one will run.
That's fine with me.
You do get a kind of chance to sort of whip at him as he disappears, but he just turns tail and heads for the way out of town. Next on deck is their roles. Grundak, we're all over you. It's the Grundak party.
Yeah.
I'll give Grundak the AC this round.
Okay, let's do that
1d6,
roll.
isn't it?
Let's do that roll. Can we throw
D6 extra?
Shepherd? Can you pop that?
6.
Oh, okay.
So 23.
23. So that's 3 flat on misses there. The tune. I was going to say the kind of the tune from Shepherd's drum that seems to kind of catch you for a second, and even through the
helps focus me.
Mist, well, even through the somewhat red mist of your frenzy, you're still able to discern the pattern of the beat. It's able to just give you enough kind of awareness to dodge them. So you actually managed to get out of the way. And yes, the one on you, Shepherd, has given it legs.
Cheesed it.
The 3 that are on you, Grundak, look almost like they've suddenly realised that everybody else is dead.
Suddenly realised they're the only 3 left.
Our fight was going really well, but the rest of the fights went terribly. And you notice they're starting to back away to disengage, to head off.
No.
So we'll go to the next on the they're moving to disengage, right? So Brorna,
Don't let them go.
Don't let them, I need healing. They have precious health I can sap for myself.
So Brorna, what you doing?
I am going to firebolt their asses.
Okay. Throw me up a fireball.
I will.
So that'll heal you as well.
Yeah, I've accidentally closed my character sheet in the excitement. So.
In the excitement of life leeching, I accidentally
excitement of stealing soul.
I don't think I've got firebolt flipping in my spell setup yet. That's rubbish. Oh, there it is. I
was going to say you've been using it every week.
No, it's all right. Yeah,
I've done that wrong.
No, you haven't. It's all right. I was trying to start a conversation we had already had. I'll shut up.
Naughty.
Yeah, that will kill him. You hit him with a firebolt, he'll drop, and I think from that you'll gain 3 hit points.
Awesome.
And we move to the next on the roster. Amarakis, you're up. Yes. Okay.
You're not fucking leaving.
No retreat, no surrender.
There is no retreat.
And you're maxed out. Okay, yeah, that's a dead guy. Fair enough. You must be out of juice now, right? You've used all your rebukes. No worries. Juice. Okay. Next on the roster, Grundak. 2 guys are backing away to head off.
Fuck off!
Take that. You'll hit one of them. Yeah, you hit and kill one of them as the other one skedaddles. And
No, he doesn't. No,
last,
he doesn't.
but by no means least,
Stepping into combat with the guy
Lumirakas.
who was on the last one standing on Grundak.
Well, he's running. He's moving to run, so you can step in quickly and stop him from disengaging.
Yep, that's exactly.
That's the polite way of saying you're going to kill his face off.
Yeah, dirty ambushes.
Oh dear. The last has fallen. All 12 cultists are dead, apart from their leader, who is stood sort of fairly shakily, sort of staggering in this direction, maybe heading sort of a little way up towards the path.
I'll just stand there bleeding messily and breathing heavily.
Oh, he's in a mess as well, so he's got like 1 hit point left. He's sort of staggering up. You can see, you can just see now green wings start to slide over the top edges of the broken roof that forms the top of the tower. As like say, you get these wings kind of with a claw on each.
I'll just say, bollocks,
Shit.
bollocks.
Green dragon kind of pulls its head up into full height. And like I say, the leader of these sort of hastily grabs for the torn mask to try and sort of hold it to his bloodied face as he sort of heads up towards the dragon. What's your action? We're dropping out of initiative now.
Amarakis, Loomis, surely you're on deck now.
I will draw an arrow and drop the last cultist.
Okay, draw yourself an arrow. Make your roll, please.
I'll sit down.
Normal now, aren't we? Normal.
24. Yep.
Do it.
As he's kind of heading, you see him kind of heading up towards the tower.
Scrabbling for his mouth.
Yeah, he's sort of certainly speaking in a language that most of you don't understand. But he's, to those of you that speak Draconic, he says, "Look at this fabulous gift I have brought you, O Venom Fang. These sacrifices behind me are my offering." Thud! As the arrow punches into his back. And he kind of drops to his knees. Sort of slumps down on the floor. You, like I say, you continue to see the dragon sort of rise up.
You're not going to talk to it.
This kind of rush of like rolling gas pours out of its mouth in a 60-foot cone, which is almost to you guys. And you'll see it completely consume the cultist that you just dropped, and it'll hit some of the bodies, ravaging them with this terrible poison, like a corrosive poison. Okay.
Yeah.
To run.
Tactical retreat, one might call it. The other way of putting it is get the fuck out of here. Cheese it.
Running back the way you've come.
Really? Okay then. I'll bleed blood as I run.
Okay. You start to.
Well, if you want to fight a cloud of poisonous, corrosive gas, that's your prerogative. But quite frankly, it's tactically unsound.
No, but I'm not going to let you know that I don't want to fight it.
You've dropped out of frenzy, right?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Now he's just back to being dumb.